Well, welcome back. This is a little different piece of equipment here behind me than you normally see. We got some custom planting to do. 16 acres of alfalfa we're going to drill in for somebody. Here's our alfalfa. I think it looks pretty good. So right here along the edge, we might actually re-drill some. So while we have it hooked up, after we get his done, but you can see there's some spots there. I think that's just some thicker foxtail. I might go in, drop it, and replant some of that. But for the most part, we have a pretty decent stand of the alfalfa. We did return all the alfalfa seed. We have a little bit left over from last year. Half a bag or so, plenty to do what we're going to need to do here. And the grass, pretty much this end, going up to the ditch, and then that end there, it's pretty thin. So, I'll just grab a few gears here. This thing is an 18 speed. All you gotta do is push that, I'll show you here. And between gears 9 and 10, you want to clutch in. If you have ever been around these, you'll know what I mean. Pay a little attention to the drill here. Make sure everything looks good. We'll have to check tires and stuff before we go down the road with it. I'm just gonna take it home for now. So there's our grass stand. Looks pretty respectable, but then you get right here in front of us. You can see the rows, it's there. But I definitely want to at least push up against the beans. I don't know if they got overspray and killed them, or I know they didn't. They did, obviously, because I can see some rows that I planted right along, and then most of it's killed. So I think they got some overspray, unfortunately. But for the most part, there ain't a lot to replant here either. Pretty good stand, but I got some grass seed. We're gonna throw it out here and use it up anyways. I need to get some time to get some more gravel out here and finish up just this little stretch of the driveway. As you can see, it gets nice right there. So the driveway looks really nice right here. I just want it like this all the way back, and I'd like it wider, of course. So yeah, this isn't bad. I just need to get it like this the whole way back. So yep, there's some cleaning up in the woods I want to do eventually when we get some time. We're wrapping up now. I think he's just got 2 loads of logs left to roll out, I think, maybe 3. They got all the trees down and stacked over here, so he did have to move some so I could get out. I was hoping to do this a couple nights ago before the 2 tenths of rain we got. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal to have 2 tenths of rain before or after this planting. I don't even know if that'd be enough to get it up and going, and you probably don't want it to get up and going right before it turns dry for a couple weeks. So maybe it's good we're getting it in after a rain rather than before, so it doesn't get shot up and then burned up by the heat. So yep, this is a nice little part of the driveway I'm very happy with. Hopefully these logs bring in some money and we can get some more stone bought, and I got some other plans. Just need to get time and just need some time to get going on them. Well, we're mowing down some more second cut here. It's 3rd week of August already. I think it's the 20th. Yeah, it's pretty late. The stuff didn't get off. The first cut is pretty late also. This year's just been hard on everybody. They've had a lot of issues, so they got their first cut off a little late. I mean, if they didn't have bad luck, they wouldn't have any luck at all. I can tell you that for sure. So I custom mowed this field for them on first cutting, and we're here in second. So we're mowing this down now. We're going to be small square baling. Maybe most of it, maybe all of it. I don't know. We'll see how much is out here. But I think we'll small square bale enough to fill our wagons, pull out the big square baler, and finish it up. There's about 20 acres here behind me. And there's another little 5-acre patch too, just right around the corner. So, and we got some hay to drill in just down the road for someone else. We're about 8 miles from home right now, give or take. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Probably can't see much. You can see a little bit of what I'm doing here in the controls. So this joystick here, well, you can't see over the wheel, but it's CVT, so you just treat it kind of like you treat a hydrostat. And I got my hydraulics right next to it, so I can lift it. All sorts of cool stuff with it. So it's real easy. I don't have to reach all the way up somewhere like you do on your traditional ones that have like a cable system. This is electric over hydraulic for the remotes. So like on my old tractor and my other 2 tractors, one's mechanically linked right to the remote bodies. The other one's got cables running. Good, it's sprinkling now. I knew it was kind of an overcast day. They weren't calling for any rain. I did. 10% chance at most. Now we're getting a little sprinkle. These weathermen, they can't get anything right. dry for the next 2 weeks, they say. I don't know anymore. It gets so frustrating trying to fight the weather the way we are. And who knows? We're just trying to take what we can and roll with the punches. But this is 25 acres, second cut alfalfa. We're going down today, and tomorrow, possibly, unless plans change, we'll be rolling in 20 acres of clover and maybe another 15 of second cutting grass. What a miserable day. Just overcast and cloudy. It's just a light sprinkle out here. You can feel it, but laid these nice and wide. We want to get them dry. Let's see what we're looking at here. So it's pretty mature. Could be a lot worse though. Nice cut though. Looks like some decent quality. Definitely have some leaf loss at the bottom of the plant, because you pull out a stem like that, you can just see. Looks good and leafy in the windrow, but it definitely has a little bit of stemminess to it, but it should bale up and make some beautiful hay. So there's 20 acres. Time to go do the other 5. Opening up the next field of 5 acres. It's kind of neat. They green chopped the ends off, so I didn't actually have to drive down any hay to open it up. They raise cattle. I think they got enough hay put up for winter, and then they green chop pretty late into the year. So they minimize kind of what they have to have for dry hay storage. Definitely a really neat thing they do. I think it's pretty cool. I've seen them out doing it once or twice, but never really close up. But they had a little pull type chopper, and they chop right into a feeder, I think, and take it right out to their cattle. You definitely notice days are getting shorter. I think we're losing a whole hour of sunlight this month. I'm not ready for it yet. Still have a lot of hay to make. But the nice thing about shorter days are we usually quit around dark. There's not a lot you can do on a hay farm in the dark except pick up bales, I suppose. But that's about it. You're at least done baling, and the big push for the day, you're done. You know, picking up bales is a little more relaxing. Yeah, I guess easier at least, I suppose. But yeah, so we're using every minute of daylight we got. I mean, this we're gonna get dropped off to plant that field for just down the road from where I just finished mowing, and that'll be custom planting tomorrow, custom drilling for alfalfa. And luckily this is still set up when we planted our ground. I might be mowing more hay down tomorrow. I am planning to, but I hesitate to say for sure. Just depends if the forecast changes. I think we're good. But yeah, that's the plan. We're just going to keep on rolling with it. We got some dry weather. We better get after it and see what we can get accomplished here. We have an opportunity to do something. Let's get after it. Well, my little guy here is sick today, so I decided to take, well, my wife decided for me. I'm taking off work to watch him. We didn't want to send him to the sitter, get anybody else sick, so I think he's feeling a little better now. He's got some time in the seat, you know, in the tractor here. He seems to be doing a little bit better. Gave him some medicine this morning, but we're drilling in some alfalfa today, alfalfa Timothy. I kind of like planting. It's pretty slow, relaxing. Just got done with all the outside rounds, so now it's just time to go back and forth until we're done. But yeah, so I guess it worked out. It probably is for the best that I'm off today. Hopefully I wrap this up around noon or so. Get home, eat some lunch, and then take off to go mow. That'll take me quite a while to get all that done. I'll be getting home probably fairly late with that. If we have sunlight, hopefully we have some sunlight left, I can take this drill out, go touch up some spots on my ground, unhook this, go hook the rake up, so this is ready to go for tomorrow. I don't know if we're raking it hay tomorrow, but at least we can have stuff ready to go and be able to hit the ground running in the morning. But yeah, so this is our old worn out Great Plains drill. It's pretty rough around the edges, but it takes seed from the bag, puts it in the ground, and that's really all you can ask from it. We got a really nice stand where I'm at. I don't think any of our issues with it have anything to do with the drill. More so user error, I guess. Like on the grass, there were some thin spots, but we set the drill a little low for the grass, so we were making several passes to get the population down we want. Well, some spots maybe only got hit once, where they really need to be hit that second time, and then we would have been fine. But just since we didn't do that, it's a little thin, so that's all we're going to do is just go touch that up. That's no big deal. And then in the alfalfa, a few spots got choked out a little bit by weeds, and all we got to do is touch that up. But everything else looks real nice, really happy with it, really excited. So yeah, that's what we're up to this morning. It's about 10:30 in the morning, and yeah, it shouldn't take too long. It's about 16 acres we're planting here today. Well, we're in the clover field, second cut, some beautiful looking stuff. I just tilted the cutter bar forward a little bit to get a lower cut, and then put the shield facing up a little bit more rather than shooting right down to the ground. So it's going to make the windrow just a little bit narrower. I'll see how I like that. I might open that back up, because I do like having it this wide. I mean, you drive down on it either way unless I make it really narrow. So we'll see what we end up doing here once we get it opened up, and just how much material is in the windrow and how I think it's going to dry, and we'll go from there. But yeah, pictures don't do it justice here. It's actually some really nice looking stuff. It is on the tail end. What I would say is being immature. It's starting to mature a little bit. Could have gotten it in here maybe a week or two ago. I wanted to get a little more tonnage out of it, and we were busy with some other stuff. So here we are now. Should still make some beautiful hay. No issues with that though. Well, that's kind of cool. There's a helicopter. Can't be more than 100 feet up off the ground. I don't think it's life flight. Well, there you have it. 20 acres of some beautiful second cutting clover all mowed down. We'll see how it looks once we get it baled. I guess we'll rake at least 2 windrows together. Raking 3 isn't very efficient. It's making an extra pass. So it's either going to be 2 or 4 together. I don't see any reason this needs rake single unless the forecast changes, but probably end up doubling these up, maybe even putting 4 together, but we'll see. Well, this gets me really excited. This is really cool. I was not expecting this much hay to be out here on second cut, and it looks really bad where we're at right now. This is just a straight part of the field, so it's easy to record in. But on the east end there, man, is there some beautiful second cutting grass. I'm very excited about this. We're going to end up small square baling it, assuming we don't break anything, I guess. But I'm very excited to be baling this. I think it's going to make a really nice product. There's a lot of Queen Anne's lace or wild carrot, whatever you want to call it. There was a lot here last year too. From the second cut in this 15 acres last year made 9 round bales. I think we're going to make a lot more than that, you know, tonnage wise this year. I mean, we're small square baling it versus round baling. It was not worth driving out here to do it last year, but we're already in the area with another job, so we did end up just mowing and then baling right out of the windrow with the round baler. It took a lot of laps to make a round bale, and then I think we ended up having the fuel filters plug up on the tractor while round baling, so it made it interesting. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. It's going to make some beautiful hay, and if we keep making hay out here and it keeps doing stuff like this, granted this is a weird year, that Queen Anne's lace should go away. I think that's a biennial, so it shouldn't keep coming back. Well, you can see some of the Queen Anne's lace or wild carrots in it, but otherwise, just beautiful stuff. A little bit of clover, just there's some foxtail in it here and there, but man, that's just nice second cutting. I'm really excited to put this into a bale. We don't get to make a lot of this, that's why it's really exciting. I know there's probably some places where all you guys do is make grass hay, and alfalfa is kind of rare, but around here alfalfa is queen. There's not a lot of it, just straight grass to be made around here, so when you get a chance to do it, it's very cool. I really like it. Well, there you have it, folks. That's 35 acres on the ground for today, 25 yesterday, for a total of 60 acres. We're going to be trying to small square bale over the course of this weekend. Probably, we'll see what we get done. We're probably just going to small square bale enough to fill our 8 wagons on the second cut alfalfa. Everything else, though, I want to small square bale every acre of the field. So hopefully we can get some help rounded up. Unload wagons as we fill them a little bit. I don't think we'll need more than a few unloaded, honestly, to keep up with baling, but we'll see what's going on. But yeah, this is a highway. It's very busy and very narrow with mailboxes right up on the freaking side, so it's frustrating driving down it. But we got probably about 20 miles to get home now. It's 24 miles from that field home, and I've been on the road for a few miles now, but yeah, I don't like the roads in this county. We got to go through Paulding County just south of us to get to the field before we can shoot back north because of the rivers that intersect. Nice wide windrows. Definitely not going to be ready to rake tomorrow morning, so that'll work out nice. We don't have to unhook the drill. We can go touch up some spots in our ground and then either put the rake on the white or maybe throw that on the case. It does suck switching shafts on that case because the one's pretty tight. But yeah, some beautiful second cutting. I mean, look at that. Definitely thin, but maybe it just looks that way because it's so wide. I think it'll look like quite a bit out here once we get it raked. Oh, we're doing a little reseeding. Got the whole gang here today. Just a little bit. It's just a little thin in spots. We had some seed. You can see there's a spot right there and right there and right there. Nothing major. The main spot's right up there. Well, and also in case you're wondering about autotoxicity in alfalfa, that really doesn't set in until after a few cuttings or overwintering. This being the new seeding, we have nothing to worry about. We've only made one cutting. We don't have a time to put the toxins in the soil yet. And all those are just something that inhibits new alfalfa from germinating. So it's really nothing crazy, but I did just read up on that the other day, actually. So yeah, this is the time to do it. It's, other people are getting their fall seedings in, and here we are just touching up our spring seeding. You know, a lot of folks prefer fall over spring, and yeah, it's a lot weedier, but we just don't have access to row crop tools, and I don't want to pay someone to do it for me. And with today's markets, I'd rather just put hay in the ground, hope for the best, and at least get that started. And here we are. I'm happy with that decision. The markets aren't great with hay, but the markets are, I think, even worse in grain. So, I don't know, see if it's the right choice or not, but this is what we have the equipment and tools to do, so that's what we're doing. Well, we're touching up the grass now. We have a nice apple tree. What are you showing your apple, buddy? Got a handful of them here. They're actually really good. I think they're gold delicious, maybe yellow. I don't know if there's a difference between gold and yellow delicious. Red delicious apples suck. Allison would agree. But yeah, just touching up some grass here now. Should be pretty simple. So just get up to the bare spot here, drop the drill, and start planting. Tomorrow we're gonna try to do some baling. Hopefully, I'm gonna go rake. So that's ready to go. But it's about 9 o'clock now. Replacing this spring here. We've been using it with the old one. We were able to jerry rig it to get us by. And use that because the hook broke off. I'm gonna maybe tension it a little bit more. I'm really grateful we have ratcheting wrenches. At least this is a standard. We don't have metric wrenches for that, but metric ratcheting wrenches, that is. I feel like we're getting about out of thread here. Still seems a little looser than what I'd want. So this belt here drives the pickup on the baler. So your teeth, and then the feed that brings it into the actual compression chamber or in front of the plunger. So that's what we're doing here now. I might put a few more cranks on it, but yeah, I just don't want to overdo it. I'd rather see how it goes first, and then I'll just throw the wrenches in the cab, so we'll have them. All loaded. It's almost 6 o'clock. Got up at 4:30 this morning to get this 30 bales loaded up and delivered. We're probably around 20-ish miles away from home. We have one load left out here in the field of straw to pick up. We're taking this right away to get delivered. So, yep. I don't think I only got maybe a 15-mile drive to deliver it. Then I'm gonna go home and start raking hay. At least doing 25 acres today, maybe as many as 60, depending how things go. Yeah, this stuff's pretty nice, and I really like having these work shirts because you have a pocket on them. I can put my phone in the work shirt with the flashlight on and be able to get my straps all done here in the dark. But still, really nice looking straw. Let's get it there and see. See, it's nice and bright yellow still. I don't know how much it even picks up on the camera anyways, but nope, good looking straw. Let's go get this delivered, make a little bit of money, and keep moving. We got a lot of work to do today because we're gonna rake hay and start baling. Well, we got a long day ahead of us. We're raking some hay. Started about 8:30 this morning, and there was no dew out at all. So we just got going after it. Maybe it's a touch wet to be out raking, but I'd rather have it be a touch wet and wait a little bit longer to bale than I guess rake it way too dry and knock all the leaves off. But there's a fine line. Hopefully we didn't cross it the wrong direction. Can't show you a whole lot. Can't see anything out the rear window, but it's raking up some beautiful windrows. So this is wide as the mower mows, and it just barely catches it. Yeah, and you can't see much. I need to clean my windows. Wow, look at that beautiful hay. You can't see much on here. Man, I need to clean these windows. I can see good here, but on video it doesn't look great. But they're definitely a little smaller than they were last year. This did, I think, 95 small square bales to the acre last year on second cutting. This year probably won't be quite as good, but still very impressive. They do a good job managing their hay. I was very impressed last year, blew me away. This year the weather just hasn't been as favorable. But we're just gonna go up down the road here, take a right, and there's another 5-acre patch, and then we're gonna shoot south probably about 10-15 miles, I guess, to that 20-acre clover field, and then rake some grass. Look at this beautiful hay. And I love a good raked hayfield. You can just see the clear distinction between windrows. There's a big spot, but just look how nice some of this stuff is here. It's pretty tough yet. I thought it'd be drier than this. Oh well. Yeah, it may not go today, but we're gonna at least get the baler out here and we'll see what happens. It's still early. It's only like a little after 10 in the morning, so just beautiful stuff. Should make some nice hay. Well, another field raked. I think that's about 5 acres. Really nice looking stuff. It's pretty tough yet. It's still early. Just beautiful. Another beautiful field of hay raked up. Look at this nice second cutting clover. There's still a lot of green in it. You can see right there. That's going to be a problem. We got it flipped up. Hopefully it'll be dry. I don't know if we'll even get to this tomorrow because the way today looks, we might get rain tonight now. They got a chance at 8, 9 o'clock tonight. It's not bad looking stuff. It'll look really nice in a square bale. You always got horrible color. Clover never keeps that green color to it. It just always gets that brown hue. The leaves get brown. Some of it's getting good and dry. Well, this is all raked, 15 acres of second cut grass. Don't mind the stuff I missed, we'll pick it up. Oh, I definitely caught whatever my son had. But yeah, this stuff looks really nice. There's a little bit of green here and there. I don't think we'll be getting this to this field until at least Monday, so hopefully that's all right. We'll see how much of that color we can retain. Some of it's good and dry already. You don't have to go very far to find some green material. And this is actually relatively dry compared to a lot of the bad spots, if you will. Yeah, there's a few right at the end of that windrow. And then the ends I raked double. These rows here are raked 4 together. Works really nice. This rake gives you a lot of options on how you can use it. This one, first cut, we're raking 2 singles. A lot of second cut, we're doing doubles, and now we're doing 4 together. And it takes the same amount of passes, you know, you're always hitting 2 windrows. 3 together is where you kind of lose some efficiency because you're making 2 passes to rake 3. It's just less than ideal. But 2 singles means 1 pass for 2. Doubles means 1 pass for 2 swaths, and raking 4 together means 1 pass for 2 swaths once again, or 2 passes for 4. So same difference. Should make some beautiful hay as long as we get it dry and don't get any rain. It should be dry for a week or more, but so yeah, they did say a good week or so before we'll get our next shot of rain. They have a small chance possible tonight, which wasn't there now. You know how that is, and they tell you it's going to be dry for a while, you always end up getting hit. But I think we're at the beginning stages of a drought. We're not there yet. I think it's just abnormally dry, but it's weird how wet it was this spring, and now the lack of moisture is becoming an issue, even though we were fighting the exact opposite all year. So it's kind of like the pendulum swings extremely hard in either direction, but never really leaves you in the middle, except for that 2-week overlap where you're getting the right amount of rain, things are looking good, and then all of a sudden we get to where we are now. But it's very cool out right now, highs in the 70s. We're talking some lows in the 40s even, which is very, very odd for August. I'm sure it'll heat right back up, but yeah, stuff's not drying quite as well as I was expecting it to. But yeah, so take what you get and run with it. So I'm gonna go home now and hop into white, take the baler out and see if we can start square baling some of that alfalfa I raked this morning. And as much as I want to get it all done, get it put away, make some beautiful hay, a small part of me just kind of is hoping it's just a little tough and I can quit for the day and go to bed at 6 o'clock tonight. I'm not feeling great. I think I caught whatever Luke had, so that on top of 4 hours of sleep, I wouldn't mind being done for the day, but we we got a 24-mile drive home, and then grab this square baler, drive that, I think 8 miles, find out if it's wet or not. It'll be about 3 hours before we're done for the day, and either way, we have a fair amount of work ahead of us. So as I'm driving home at 32 mile an hour, which I love, that's what our fuel gauge looks like. 7/8 of a tank, just under 7/8, still over 3/4. I raked 60 acres of hay today. Granted, that's a double rake, so we're covering 26 feet at a time, going about 5 to 6 mile an hour. And this has a 540E, so it's not running as high of an engine RPM to maintain a 540 PTO speed. So there's some things that help with that. And then the CVT helps as well, so we don't have to run a higher engine speed to get the ground speed up either. So we can run maybe like 1300 RPMs on the engine the whole time we're raking. I think that's what it was. I don't really remember. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know how big a tank this is. I can probably find out. It's a Case Puma 130. I'll have to look into that on Tractor Data. They probably have a tank size, fuel tank size on there to tell me how many gallons. But say it is an 80-gallon tank. That'd be what? A little over 10 gallons for 60 acres, so 30 bucks. So not even what? $3 a gallon. If we burn 10 gallons, is $30 over 60 acres, is 50 cents an acre in fuel. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I think it's pretty close to the ballpark figure. Well, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, that's rain. Oh boy. Well, we're gonna try and do some baling. We got 3 wagons hooked up to the back of the baler. I don't know how legal it is, but maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Oh well. They all got keeper safety pins in. Should be okay. Well, I don't think it's illegal to do what I'm doing. We got probably 100 feet here from nose to tail. State Highway Patrol just passed me. He kept driving, so I figured if anyone's going to pull me over for it, it's going to be that guy. Well, it's too wet, but man, this is just beautiful hay. Beautiful. I mean, look at that stuff in the chamber right there. This area has some clover in it. The rest of the field's more alfalfa, but this is nice stuff. Well, 2 more wagons out here. That makes 5. 3 to go. Actually, I have 9, but one of them's broken and haven't fixed it. And that's been since first cutting. Well, thanks for watching. Stick around, let me know what you want to see.